Hey guys, this is Taquita Scorpio Sun Tarot reading. So I'm doing a message for the sign of Aries. Aries will be looking at your monthly reading for the month of May. Keep in mind this is just a general reading, so it can apply to any part of your life. This can be relationships, this can be career, work. It can be personal things going on with you, spiritual things. So keep in mind it can apply to anything. Just make it fit where it needs to. Okay. So Aries, first card coming out for your positive is the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I feel like what's going on for the positive is that there's a situation where it's not balanced. I feel like what you have been putting into it, you're not getting it in return. This could be a situation where, if this is like a romantic situation, maybe you're dealing with somebody who's given to you and another person. I feel like you're fed up with whatever this is. You feel like whatever this is a huge burden. It's a lot of heaviness. It's a lot of responsibility. Somebody you're dealing with or a situation you're dealing with may not be taking responsibility for the lack of balance or the lack of equal give and take that is being done in this connection. It's just a lot of heaviness, a lot of burden. You may even feel like giving up, or you are giving up on a situation because of the lack of balance here. And this is the positive. So if this is coming out for the positive, this just is telling me, before we even get into anything else, if you are giving up on a situation because of a lack of balance, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, it is good. It is positive. Even though it may not look like it or feel like it, it is coming out in your positive. Okay. Now the negative here is the Nine of Swords with the Queen of Wands. The negative is that you have a lot of anxiety, stress, fear, and worry around this situation. You are having some sleepless nights. You don't feel very confident. There could be another woman, if this is a relationship, or another man involved. Okay. And you are stressed out about this. A lot of you don't feel like you have the skill set. If this is like more leaning towards a job or a career or something creative you're doing, you don't feel like you have the skill set to, cultivate whatever this is. You don't feel very confident in yourself. Yeah, you may feel like something is out of your league, or just you can't amount to something. Okay. And again, if this is another person and you're dealing with a relationship, you may not feel like you can amount to whoever this other person is that they have been dealing with or are dealing with, and is stressing you out. Now, your obstacles and challenges is the Six of Swords and the Two of Wands. Your challenges is making a decision and being at peace whatever decision that you decide to make. You need to find a lane and stay in it and stick to a decision. Figure out which path you want to take and stick to it, and be at peace with that. And whatever don't work or doesn't come about, or whatever other lane that you decide or decision you decided not to take, you need to make peace with that situation, move away from that, and keep it pushing. Like, that is your challenge. Making a decision, sticking to it, and being at peace with whatever that decision is. Now, your actions, Ten of Swords, Eight of Swords. This is a continuation of the negative. You got the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, 8, 9, 10 of Swords is here. So you are very much in your head. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of fear going on. You're in a self-imposed prison. You don't have clarity on the situation. You don't know what's going on. So you're coming up with your own idea of what is and what isn't. You feel trapped. You feel stuck. You feel defeated. You feel like giving up, or you are giving up. It's just a lot of, okay? Now, and those are your actions. The outcome here, we got both the King and the Queen of Swords. So I feel like whoever you are dealing with, whether this is a job entity, or even if this is a romantic connection, or friend or family, I feel like y'all both are being very stubborn. I'm just gonna say that, because we even have the Hangman, which is telling me you both feel stuck. You both feel limited by what you can and cannot do. You both are refusing to look at things from a different perspective. And I feel like there's a lot of passion on both sides, which is anger and frustration, and maybe even hate, dare I say that. There's a lot of anger and frustration coming from both of you. You both have your swords up. You both are using them. You're both like saying things without thinking about them. You're not being very compassionate and loving and caring towards each other. Not saying that you should be. Maybe you are pissed. I feel like y'all both just pissed and angry and bitter and frustrated. And there's just a lot of going on. Like, I see a lot of arguments, a lot of stubbornness on both sides. Okay. Now, Spirit's advice to you is to take your time. move away from this situation and move on, but take your time. Don't rush the situation. You know, when you get over something, whether this is a relationship or a job, whatever it is, I feel like you need to take your time. You need to dot all your I's, cross all your T's, and you need to listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your third eye. You need to open it up. Meditate, do whatever you need to do, but I feel like you need to listen to your intuition, and you also need to stay quiet. I feel like it's something where you, whatever your next move is, it needs to be your best move. And Aries, you know, I love y'all, you know, but sometimes y'all are a fire sign. So when y'all are angry or whatever, even if y'all happy, whatever, it's a lot of passion comes from y'all are the first zodiac sign, so y'all sprint, y'all go first and ask questions later. Y'all are very like hot-headed, you know, and very impulsive. So spirit is saying you don't have to broadcast every move you're going to make. Take your time, move forward, whatever that is. And spirit is saying listen to your intuition and be quiet. I get this from another TikToker that I watch. But be quiet, okay? Just be quiet, keep it to yourself, and keep it moving, okay? Some messages that came out, we have divine passion. Again, all that fire, hot and spiciness going on. It says, be honest with you. What is your heart's true desire? Spirit is asking you, what do you really want? What do you really want out of this situation? Or do you even want anything out of the situation? What is your heart's true desire? Whatever that is, you need to make a decision, act on it, and move forward. We have fresh out of a relationship. This card that says fresh out of a relationship, hurt, damage, healing, stuck in the past, or struggling to move on. And then you have the house card here, which is all about building, repairing, working on something, or reuniting with someone. So what I'm getting here pretty much with all of this, a lot of you can be fresh out of a relationship or fresh out of like a job or something. Maybe you're moving on from it. I feel like you're struggling to move on and move past whatever the situation is. You're stuck in the past. You feel very limited. You feel like your hands are tied. You're having a hard time looking at things from a different perspective. You feel very hurt and damaged, and you're struggling to heal and move past this. You're struggling to repair yourself, rebuild yourself. Some of you are just struggling to work on or repair a connection or relationship after maybe somebody done cheated on you. We also have the World and the Wheel of Fortune here. I feel like a lot of you, with the Temperance and the Devil, I feel like a lot of you are dealing with a very karmic connection, okay? This is a karmic cycle or a karmic connection. Some of you feel like nothing good ever happens in this connection, or just in life. Even if it's not a connection, or if it's a situation you're dealing with, you may feel like you have bad luck. You may feel stuck. You may be triggered by some type of traumatic situation that you dealt with. You have a lot of fear that's keeping you stuck and keeping you from making positive changes in your life. The World is all about endings and new beginnings. Some of you, it's time to let something go and move forward, but you may be stuck on this. You may have a karmic hold on this. This person has a karmic hold on you, and you're struggling to break the chain or break the tie or whatever it is. I definitely feel like you need to be patient with yourself. Again, I get a very impulsive energy from you right now, and from whoever you're dealing with or the entity you're dealing with. It's and when I say entity, I'm talking about like a job or something like that, not like an entity, like a spiritual thing or like a ghost or something. I just wanted to clarify that, because I feel like somebody's gonna be like, well, an entity. But anyways, the Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles, you need to be more patient with yourself. You need to invest into things that are going to go somewhere. I feel like a lot of you are in this energy of I invested too much into this to let it go. Honey, let me tell you something. I don't care how much you invested into something. If what you're putting into that, it ain't getting dished back out to you, you wasting your goddamn time. And you gonna look up, you're gonna be 30, 40 years older than what you are now, and you're going to wish you walked away from that, whether this is a job or a relationship. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I love, and I'm telling you what I've experienced. It is not worth it. I don't care how much you invested into it. You will be a damn fool to keep sticking around to something that is not giving to you. That's just on period, okay? So that is what I have for you, Aries. I hope these messages found you well. I hope they gave you clarity, and I hope they helped you move forward. And that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, please follow, and leave a comment. Bye.